Hey there, this is Elias Whitfield, and this is the Freedom in Leaving podcast, where I talk about what it really takes to build a life somewhere else. While Ghana, Nigeria, and Uganda make us a crime, South Africa gets ready to host the world's pride. It's sad to say that out of the 54 countries of the continent of Africa, there's really only one I feel comfortable living and thriving in as a black gay man. One. Do the math. It comes out to 1.85% of the entire continent. That country is South Africa. Now, there are a few more I feel okay visiting. That brings the number up to 6 countries total, about 11% of Africa. And even that number is disheartening because there's so much of this continent I would love to see. Lagos, Accra, Kampala, but I'm guarded. I'm leery. And it's not because of my safety as a black man or even as a black American. It's because of my safety as a gay black man. That's the part that stings the most. Most black Americans trace our roots back to West and Central Africa, not South Africa. So the country where I actually feel safe and welcome and free to build a life isn't the region my ancestors came from. I can visit the roots of Southern Africa with open arms. I can't say the same about the roots I actually come from. This is for anyone who's felt that same split. It's the person who wants to go home in the fullest sense of the word and finds out home comes with a price tag attached to who they love. Because right now, in 3 of the countries that make up much of the West African diaspora bloodline, being who I am isn't just frowned on, it's against the law, or it's about to be. Ghana's parliament passed the Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill in May 2026, a bill that criminalizes anyone identifying as LGBTQ+, with up to 3 years in prison, and criminalizes promoting LGBTQ+ rights with even more. It's sitting on President Mahama's desk right now, and he signaled he's inclined to sign it. When he does it, it becomes law. Nigeria already has its answer. The Same-Sex Marriage Prohibition Act has been on the books since 2014. Up to 14 years for entering a same-sex union, up to 10 years for showing affection in public and belonging to an LGBTQ+ organization. And then there's Uganda. Uganda went the furthest of all. Its 2023 Anti-Homosexuality Act allows the death penalty for what the law calls aggravated homosexuality. Not a fringe threat, written into law. This is what going home costs in 3 of the countries where our roots actually run deepest. It's a crime to be who I am, punishable by death in the most extreme case, by long prison terms as the norm, and by public scrutiny and shame everywhere else, from the media, from the pulpit, from politicians, from community itself. And here's the part that gets me. None of this is originally African. These are holdovers from Queen Victoria's laws, holdovers from colonization. There's real evidence that same-sex relationships were accepted in communities across this continent long before Europe ever arrived. Then Europe intervened. Again, let me say that. Then Europe intervened, and it infected the minds and hearts of Africans and Caribbean nations right along with them. We didn't write these laws. We inherited them from the people who colonized us. And now we're the ones enforcing them on each other. Now, turn south. While Ghana's bill sits on the president's desk and Nigeria and Uganda enforces theirs, Cape Town is gearing up to host World Pride 2028, the first time this global celebration has ever touched African soil. It'll be the largest pride the country has ever seen, with a human rights conference to go along with it. South Africa has recognized same-sex marriage since 2006. It's the one country on this entire continent where gay rights, my rights, are written into the Constitution, not just tolerated at the government's mercy. That's the gap. That's the whole podcast in one sentence. One African country is about to become the world's pride, while three countries, where our actual bloodline runs the deepest as Black Americans, are writing us out of existence. So here's my advice to my Black LGBTQ brothers and sisters who still want to see West Africa, who still want to walk where our ancestors walk. Be cautious. Do the research first. Find the locals who are trustworthy. Find the expats. Lean on the expat groups because they exist and they know things that a guidebook won't tell you. Stay within the confines of numbers and safety. And please, 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 whatever you do, don't overstay your welcome. 4 days is enough. And I wouldn't tell you to live there full time. Not right now. Now, if you're straight, go for it. Genuinely, go for it. But if you're gay, watch out and stay out. That's not me being dramatic. That's me being honest about a continent I love and a homeland I still haven't been able to fully claim. And that is it for this one. If I hit something in you and you want to reach out, please do. And if you want to order or read my book, The Freedom in Leaving, links are in the bio. The book is being released in October 2026, but there are plenty of podcasts and essays and video for you to read upon, feast upon until then. My website is thefreedominleaving.com. Again, thefreedominleaving.com. And also, touch back here again pretty soon for more podcasts at my Substack.